Connecticut Avenue in Joplin is scheduled to be closed from 36th to 38th Street starting today. It will allow for the installation of a stormwater pipe. Your news, the service of Freeman Health System expanding their services available in southeast Kansas with a full-service hospital in Pittsburgh. As Pittsburgh grows, Freeman Health System continues to grow alongside, too. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-2089-TIP. For News Talk KCRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs nearing 43 this afternoon. We'll see clear skies, though, tonight with lows in the upper 20s. Sunshine and 55 for Tuesday. Warmer on Wednesday, more sunshine, highs in the low 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is still showing some snowfall all across the 4 states.
30 in Goodman, 34 in Pittsburgh, 33 in Joplin. And get signed up for severe weather alerts. Set to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Easton from Webb City.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Easton. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the Morning KIX page at KIX1025.com and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, you can always call us. We can record them, 417-623-1025.
We're getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Luke Bryan in concert on July 27th at Thunder Ridge Nature's Arena before they even go on sale.
To get entered to win, just text the word tickets to 417-623-1025.
You better hurry, though. We're going to find the winner at 7:20.
Here's Cody Johnson
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. And Jeb? Randy and Jeb?
Randy and Jeb. Morning, Jeb.
Sheila.
Morning, Randy. Where's your corncob pipe?
Dang, no. He done did me a little dirty.
Are you
there,
wearing
Sheila.
shoes today?
Today. Morning, Kenda.
Howdy, y'all.
You and most everybody else, Sheila.
Jeb, you need to say howdy.
Howdy doing, y'all?
Howdy doing, y'all.
Howdy doing?
Whenever you're Jeb.
Morning, Lisa. Reba was great last night. I was so impressed with her.
Especially all the work that she's had done. Good gosh. What? There are certain celebrities that are just have so much plastic.
Yeah.
It's.
I was also pleasantly surprised by Post Malone.
That looks real.
I was like, what?
He's a good singer.
He did really good. Honestly, all of the musical acts I thought last night were just really pretty good.
The one thing I was not impressed by was the commercials. I really expected there to be better commercials than that.
Yeah, there's not really one, I guess, this morning that I'm like, oh, that was
amazing.
That was the thing.
There really wasn't. What happened to this? I mean, used to, maybe they're spending all their budget on actually getting the commercial. You know, it costs
it's expensive.
$17 million per spot for 30 seconds. So once they've spent all that money, they don't have anything left on writers or producers or actors.
I did like this State Farm spot with Arnold, where he was like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Arnold, it's neighbor. That's what I said.
Neighbor.
Like a good neighbor.
Neighbor. Oh, the Roku commercial. Did you not see that? Or was that last year that I'm thinking of? Where it looks like it's locking up, you know?
That was last year.
They did. Okay, that's what that was.
Yeah, Sheila says they weren't the best.
Oh, it's been so long. Remember when the Dorito commercials used to be?
Bud, why?
And then the Bud Light ones. Yeah, there were always, it was a huge event.
And Bud just focused on the Clydesdales and the dog this year.
Yeah.
They were like,
probably a good call there, but
safer to the chest this time.
Considering Modelo is eating your lunch right now.
Are they really?
The #1 beer used to be Budweiser. I mean, for years it had been. Last year, it's been Modelo. Now, Modelo, and a lot of you are saying, what? I've never drunk Modelo. Yeah, but a lot of other people have. And Modelo also makes Corona, which that's part of that family. So I'm sure that's where a lot of those sales come from.
Morning, Sarah. Ew, I never thought about that. Neil Armstrong was the first person on the moon. Neil A. backwards is alien.
Megan. It's got to be Megan,
Megan,
right?
Yes, of course it's Megan. Good morning, Becky. Yeah, a lot of them I thought the commercials were just kind of Like the Beyonce one, I was just like, okay, whatever.
You paid. We know where all the money for those commercials went.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of some of the other commercials.
I
now.
have a list here of a bunch of them.
Okay.
And audio, if you want to hear some of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the BMW commercial, did you see it? With the Christopher Walken impersonator? You probably don't know who that is, do you? So here's a piece of that.
Nice ride.
It's the real deal. 100% electric.
It's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Enjoy your coffee. Careful, it's hot.
Thanks.
Your dog's so cute.
Yeah.
Ooh, so adorable. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Both know.
It's the man. Makes the clothes. Come on.
You know, you look nice.
Okay. We done?
Hello, Mr. Walken. Does this table work for you?
Yeah. There's only one Christopher Walken.
So anyway, did you see Audrey Plaza? I know you're a fan of hers.
Yep.
On the Mountain Dew blast.
Yep.
It's me, America's sweetheart, and I just love having a blast.
Having a blast.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Kids party? Having a blast. Stuck in an elevator? Having a blast. Winning. Losing. Having a... Probe me already. Blast. I can have a blast anytime, anywhere.
So there's that.
Yeah, there were a ton of Tom Brady commercials. He was in a ton of spots last night.
Yeah. Talk about making bank or selling out or whatever you want to call it. The drumstick one, Dr. Umstick,
Oh, yeah.
that's gotten a lot of attention today. I've heard 3 or 4 news agencies talking about their petition to make Monday a national holiday.
Yeah.
So it's getting some traction. Apparently I forget how many million people have signed up on this.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's one of the largest petitions ever due to their commercial.
I was 36,000 feet in the air when...
Excuse me, is there a doctor on the plane?
I'm a
The
doctor.
name's Umstick. Dr. Umstick.
Mm-hmm.
The Tina Fey Booking.com ones.
Yeah, all the different Tina Feys.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be.
So I hired body doubles to help me out.
Splurgy Tina loves a hotel near Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, some of them aren't
Rusty
very,
Tina.
very believable.
And Glenn Close made an appearance in that one.
Mm-hmm. The Pluto TV Couch Potato Farm.
Oh, my gosh. That was funny.
This is Pluto TV country. Here on this farm, we grow couch potatoes.
Though the peoples, they looked real creepy as taters.
Yeah, they did.
Couch potatoes grow big and strong here, fed with the finest content from Pluto TV.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The silk milk.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I was like, whatever. I was like, is he trying to pay homage to like Hawkeye? Is that what he's doing? And Kyle's like, no, it's his big comeback after his bad accident. You know,
Is
he's
that
getting back
silk
into
milk
it.
commercial?
I was like, okay.
What the heck? The Bic lighter with Willie Nelson. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one. Darn
Okay,
it.
I'll let you hear part of that after that. The Bic Easy Reach lighter with Willie Nelson. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
Welcome to join us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or on the website where we're talking about some of the commercials from last night's game.
But don't forget, we're still getting you signed up to win those Luke Bryan tickets.
All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025. We're going to find out who the winner of those Win Before You Can Buy tickets are in just 11 minutes.
Here's Zach Brown Band.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So here's the Willie Nelson commercial, the Bic Easy Reach lighter.
Okay.
Hey, Snoop, Martha, this Bic Easy Reach lighter is perfect for lighting bowls.
Of floating candles?
Well, right. Or a big fat, real fat
Torch wick?
It helps to keep my fingers away from the flame.
I know. That's my Bic Easy Reach light.
I only borrowed it, and it's great for hard-to-reach places, right?
Yeah, you pretty hard to reach since you borrowed my lighter, Willie.
I can't hear you. These veggies are sizzling.
So it's hilarious.
That's
He keeps
funny.
insinuating the pot and everything, but M&M's, the almost champions.
Oh, I didn't see that one either.
Only Super Bowl winners get a ring, right? Wrong. M&M's presents the Almost Champions Ring of Comfort. It's actual science. First, we took comforting M&M's peanut butter and compressed it into real diamonds.
It doesn't taste like peanut butter.
Oh, I did like the blame.
Then we polished them with the size of those who almost won a Super Bowl.
There's that. Here's the one you were talking about.
Thank you, Agent State Farm.
Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor.
Hey, Arnold, I'm hearing neighbor. It's neighbor.
That's what I said. Neighbor.
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 Hey, let's go again.
Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Correct.
Now what?
Neighbor.
And they bring in State from Jake Farm, and he's trying to teach him how to say neighbor. And
So Bud Light did do the Genie commercial.
Are you?
The Bud Light Genie? Yeah. So we get wishes? It's my thing. Gimme.
80s metal hair.
Yes.
Filthy rich.
So filthy. Invisible. Predictable. Giant bicep. Big one. A sweet ride. What's next? Bud Lights?
So it's this Bud Light Genie. It comes out whenever you crack one open. I think this is a new ad campaign they're getting ready to launch. But because of all the blow up over last year's stupid campaign, they only ran it once.
Mm-hmm.
They ran the Clydesdale ones all the time, over and over and over and over and over. So I think they were doing some recovery, and you're going to be seeing this launch over the next year.
another one that I liked was it was a Forerunner spot. Forerunner. And the guys were, what was it? Kawasaki, Yamaha, something like that. And the guys had mullets. And every time they drove by someone, they got a mullet. So the dog got a mullet and the bald guy got a mullet.
In here. I've got the Anthony Hopkins, the stock cold brew coffee one.
To act is to deceive. And to deceive, one must forget oneself. Who are you? Every metamorphosis is demanding, but to become this beast, well, that requires a little extra kick. Yeah. Now, hear me roar!
No, it's a mascot for an NFL team, and he's doing training for his role with Anthony Hopkins.
Sarah says the Bud Light Genie was at the game. I didn't see him.
I'm sure he was. Yeah, I mean, they'd be stupid not to do that. But they're going to start trying to make this into a whole Bud Light Frogs, Bud McKenzie type thing. And if they do it right, they will.
All right, we need to get our winner. Are those beds?
Oh,
how
yes,
you want
we
them?
do. I think so. I don't know yet.
Okay, I'm
going to go grab the winner.
I'm going to start strawberries or Valentine. And you're stopping this contest?
Yes. Well, I am going to if I can get it to come up.
Do you want me to? I've got it open right now. Do you want me to do it?
I already did
it. Okay.
Autoresponders, keywords. No new keywords. Recent activity. Let's do okay, here we go. Hello, is this Meredith?
Yes, it is. Hi, Meredith. This is Ronnie and Jim from St. Maria's Car Insurance. We've been trying to reach you about your car's pending warranty.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Just kidding, Meredith. How'd you like to win some Luke Bryan tickets?
Yeah, she does.
We didn't have her fooled for a second.
Meredith, we're calling to let you know that you are our first winner for Luke Bryan coming to Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena on July 27th.
Woo! Just tell Susan Forsay's Concert Connection.
You've got these tickets before they even go on sale, Meredith.
Just tell Susan Forsay's Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
All right, Meredith, we're going to put you on hold for a minute. Stay right there.
Oh.
It didn't make it a lot better, but it wasn't just the cliff drop off.
Car's pending warranty.
How y'all doing? Let's do something else with that, too, if we're going to.
Just kidding.
I don't know. You have any other ideas around that?
Trying to reach you about your car's pending warranty. For us. $39.99 starting. That kind of thing.
I am good.
What?
For just $39.99, we can extend your warranty for another 7 years. $39.99 a month, of course. If this is Ronnie and Jim from St. Maria's Car Insurance, we've been trying to reach Ronnie and Jim from St. Maria's Car Insurance. We've been trying to reach you about your car's pending warranty.
For just a small one-time fee of $2,000 that you can send directly to me at randybrooks@zrimarketing.com, we can extend your warranty for the next 8 years. I don't know how funny it is, but we got it.
I know who you are.
Yeah, she does.
We didn't have her fooled for a second. Fooled for a second.
Meredith, we're calling on July 27th.
Woo!
And then just to say,
just tell Susan
before
action.
You've got. I was wanting you to do that part, so why don't you do that? You've got tickets to go see him on July 27th before they even go on sale this Friday.
You've got tickets to go see him July 27th before they even go on sale this Friday.
There. A little bit more info about the show. That way. Promote the event.
Before they even go on sale this Friday.
Yay!
Now I can. Just tell us, Meredith, who is the Four States Concert Connection? Who?
Got 30 seconds. Do strawberries first? Yes?
Yeah.
$15.
KIX 102.5, the Four States #1 for country morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s this afternoon. It's 33 in Joplin.
Snow still coming down around the four states, but luckily not sticking to the roads too bad. But you still want to give yourself plenty of extra time to get to work today.
And we're going to take a full look at your forecast in just 4 minutes.
We've got your chance to win chocolate-covered strawberries from Candy House because in spite of nobody paying attention to it today.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is only 2 days away.
2 days away. So we're taking care of you with that right now. You can text the word Valentine to 623-1025.
And then you're going to win that dozen chocolate-covered strawberries from Candy House Gourmet.
And we're going to find out the winner for that at 7:35. But speaking of text to win.
You've been texting the word tickets to 417-623 to win those Luke Bryan tickets before they even go on sale.
And it's picked our winner, so let's go ahead and see if we can contact them.
Oh.
Hello, is this Meredith?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Meredith. This is Ronnie and Jim from St. Maria's Car Insurance. We've been trying to reach you about your car's pending warranty.
For just a small one-time fee of $2,000 that you can send directly to me at Randy Brooks at ZRImarketing.com. We can extend your warranty for the next 8 years.
I know who you are.
Yeah, she does.
We didn't have her fooled for a second.
Meredith, we're calling to let you know that you are our first winner for Luke Bryan coming to Thunder Ridge at Nature's Arena on July 27th.
Woo! You've got tickets to go see him July 27th before they even go on sale this Friday.
Yay!
Just tell us, Meredith, who is the Four States Concert Connection?
KIX 102.5.
All right, Meredith, it looks like we've got most of your information. I just need your street address.
4886 Gander Road, Diamond, Missouri.
You lost me after 48816.
Your phone's cutting out pretty bad.
Okay, 4886 Gander Road, Diamond,
And your email is still mary2007smith@gmail.com?
yeah.
All right, so it looks like we've got all of your information here.
Tickets won't be in until probably next month or so. They've not issued those yet, of course, because they're not even on sale yet. But we will call you when they are on sale so that you can know when to come get them, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations. Let me get all this into V Creative.
When you get done with that, will you go over what the rotation is for endorsements today so I can get those ready?
Yes. There we go. Okay.
Also, reminder, we're not going to put the winner on the air for Candy House.
Correct. We're just going to say that they won. All right, we've got Forrest Dodgeville coming up at this next break.
Okay. And then
Joplin Family Dental. We've got Whisper's
at 8:35.
8:35, yes.
Okay, and then QC Kinetics at
8:50. Yeah, Valentine is open, guys. You can text Valentine now to get entered to win those strawberries. Will says, how are the roads by you guys?
Fine.
Yeah, they were not an issue when we drove in this, at least when I drove in this morning.
Just not cold enough to stick to the roads. The only reason you're seeing it stick in yards is because the grass is not actually on the ground and it's sticking to the grass. Anywhere there's bare ground, it's not really sticking.
Oh, it's Candy Jan. She says, I started to go to work, but turned around after a short distance, went back home. Be safe if you're on the road. Great win.
Really?
Are they getting bad, Jan?
What road where? And how bad was it? Or was it just a judgment call on your behalf?
Yeah, because it's all just melting over here on the roads
the
in the
streets.
parking lot.
But it's just not cold enough. I mean, it's 35 in Springfield, 34 in Pittsburgh, and 33 in Joplin. That's not freezing temperature. So you're going to have to get below that.
Oh, man, that's Megan's house right now, outside of her house.
Yep. And that's all grassy areas and stuff that's up in the air.
Did you see that she named the only boy puppy what you said to name him?
Did she really? What did I say to name him?
Keith Sancheese Pterodactyl Egg?
Yes. What, McPurple-Lips? I do remember McPurple-Lips.
There is McPurple-Lips, and that's a different puppy. That's Ray.
Different purpley. Purpley.
Purple. Yeah, we've been getting all of your entries, Sheila. We're getting them all. Even if you're not getting a response, we are getting them.
There's something to do with, there's some setting on some phones that is blocking what they see as auto-generated messages. So what we have is within this texter is that it automatically generates a message as a response to your message to let you know, hey, you're signed up, or you can only sign up once. And I don't know if this is just Apple or Android or who's doing this or what or how it's functioning, but it is blocking some of those. I don't know how to turn it off. I did find out so I've been struggling really hard with the assistant settings on both Bixby and Google.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured out a way to circumvent all of those problems.
Is?
Well, last night, again, I figured out Google.
Right.
Undid all the updates, went back to an older version of it that functioned much better. Well, last night, it went ahead and auto-updated.
Of course
it again.
did.
I had to start all over again. Turn off auto-updates for that particular app. I mean, it's a simple concept, but you can go into your apps and choose, I don't want this to update, I don't want this to update, and you never have to get any more interaction from that company ever again.
Right.
So I did that on a number of apps, which I think is pretty pathetic, that you have to stop receiving new content because their new content is such crap.
Yeah. Keith saying cheese pterodactyl egg, Rain McPurple Lips, Shathina McQueen, and Dot the Rainbow.
Shathina McQueen?
Shathina McQueen.
Shathina McQueen. Who did that?
Oh, that was Megan. Because
That's a beautiful name, Shathina. Can I borrow that?
You got to look at the first 4 letters. That's what she's going off of for that one.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, it blocked it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Dot the Rainbow.
He's got a butterfly butt.
The Rainbow. Athena McQueen. That's kind of an appropriate name. Still a beautiful name. I was going to say, can I call my wife that? But no, I don't think that's... Rain McPurple Lips is nice, too. But Keith saying cheesy pterodactyl egg.
The road on 60 was not cleared when I started out and was only driving 20. Being an old lady, decided not to drive so slow or end up in the ditch.
Good news is it's just going to be today. This is all going to be gone later. In fact, I'm looking at the hourlies. This will all be gone by noon, or I mean, it'll be stopped. And then by tomorrow, it'll all be gone. It's supposed to be 55 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And windy. Wednesday's going to be 61.
What?
Okay, I forgot all about this.
What?
So Friday, I got a request. You know, the big Stronger Men's Conference that they have every year at JQH Arena?
Right.
I'm playing at it.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
I got my invite for that. So, which is going to be 2 weeks of driving back and forth to Springfield. Yeah,
Yikes.
for 2 weeks. And then it's going to be really, really rough, but there's no way I could say no. I mean, this is huge. It's like 12,000, men and everything. And I don't know what role particular I'll be playing, but it's a guitarist.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I'm so excited about that. I forgot about it.
So when is that? What are you doing that?
April, sometime in April.
Sometime in April.
I know I was looking at the schedules. I'm like, can I do that? Yeah, it's April 14th. Oh, no, April 12th and 13th. So the first night is on the 12th, and then on the 13th, I have to play that morning. So rehearsals will be literally April 1st through the 13th.
You're going to be so busy.
That week.
Holy cow.
The week of the 8th, I don't have practice on the 8th, the Monday night, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night's the event, Saturday's the event. Yeah.
You're going to be exhausted by the end of that.
I will be. And I'm also booked on those Sundays, and Easter, I think, is the 31st, the week before. Which I'm E1 for that. So
you have enough to do?
No, apparently not. I'm going to work myself until the teeth fall out, and then I'll just quit. The new guy, got to play with him yesterday. It was freaking awesome. Unbelievable. Good. We just went click. There was a couple of times we were doing these little, really hard, intricate little thing that I would do, and he would do the same thing on the octave below. And every time we would, I'd look over at him and go, wow. We'd be like, we just have these little looks at each other. Like, I can't believe we pulled that off. We never got a practice together.
Really?
Never. And yesterday walked in and played, and it was just unbelievable.
That's got to be a testament to your talent, I would assume.
His talent. He is awesome. I went over on a couple of times. I said, will you show me your settings for this or that? Because I wanted to steal a couple of sounds he had.
No, Sheila, honey, you don't text tickets now. You text Valentine.
Oh, bless your heart, Sheila.
Valentine, my friend.
Use your finger to follow along.
Tickets is done. Now we're just Valentine.
We had the winner, remember?
No, it's not. I mean, it's coming down pretty hard, though. And it's the big wet flakes. Hey, quit it.
It has been falling heavily since about 5 o'clock this morning. When I woke up at about 4:45, 4:50. I could not tell it was snowing at all.
Yeah.
At that time.
Same.
But sometime in the next 30 minutes, it really kicked into gear. And when I came out of the house at about 15 till, it was falling heavy. So when it falls this heavy, this fast, if the ground was frozen, it would take no time at all to accumulate.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not doing anything to our parking lot at all. Making it wet. That's it.
So we're going to find out Jen's movie Rehab, what she thought of Gahuste.
Megan says Matt County School's closed.
And it might be. I mean, they'll jump at any opportunity pretty much to cancel school.
Sheila, honey, there's no S on Valentine's. It's just Valentine. It's Valentine.
No.
One Valentine.
Can we do this for Sheila?
Valentine's Day should be a time of exciting emotional outreach. But for today's therapy generation, it can be frightening. Well, relax, because now there's new dysfunctional Valentines. No matter what your behavioral maladjustment, there's a dysfunctional Valentine just for you.
If I could commit to a relationship, I'd probably give serious thought to doing it with someone like you. But I'm not promising.
Dysfunctional Valentines say the words you just can't get out, even in group.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I like you a lot, and I want you to hurt me.
When you came into my life, my inner child was so afraid to trust you that he threw a tantrum and broke my Xbox. The receipt's enclosed. I think you at least owe me half.
Okay, here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Got my review of Ghost for Jen's movie Rehab right after Megan Maroney.
Plus, we'll find out the winner of the chocolate-covered strawberries on KIX. Valentine's.
Morning, Gary. Snowing pretty heavy in Miami, sticking to just the grassy area. Same here, Gary. Morning, Floyd. All right. We can let it go a little bit longer.
They've, speaking of Valentine's Day and the language of love, they've released the sexiest language of this last year, has been decided by Babbel.
And it is?
Italian.
Okay.
What's the matter for me? It's the sexiest accent is Italian. For the longest time, French was considered the sexiest accent. Now, though, 6,000 people from the UK, France, Spain, Italy, Germany, and the US were asked to rate which language was perceived as the most sexy, most romantic, and most passionate. Italian was perceived to be most sexy and most romantic.
And where did the Midwestern accent fall on there?
Somewhere outside.
Oh my gosh, lady, where's your coat?
Babbel language teacher Noel Wolf says the rise and fall of pitch spoken in Italian can create a musical quality, blah, blah, blah. Also, the British accent was found to be the most polite, while German won the top spot for most direct language or most frightening. American English is the loudest.
It's the
Here,
loudest.
repeat after me. I'm going to teach you Italian accent,
Oh, okay.
Let me
make a you
the spaghetti.
The spaghetti.
Let me make you the spaghetti.
Let me make you the spaghetti.
That'll get you laid. I don't know if, 1.4 billion Chinese people would probably beg to differ. Hubba hubba. Italian,
Hubba hubba.
not the most. Let me make you the spaghetti.
There was no engagement last night. I didn't think there was going to be a Taylor Swift Travis Kelce.
No, there never was going to be.
There were a lot of rumors floating around about what was going to happen with Taylor Swift last night.
See, I looked up at the very end. I just was wanting to see what was on Google and everything. So right at the very end, within the final 7 minutes of overtime, there were still people putting posts up on X. Within the next few minutes, it's going to happen. First off, let me tell you what's going to happen. The Chiefs are going to win,
right.
And then Travis Kelce is going to make his big announcement and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. None of that. It was never going to be a thing. They're never right with their conspiracy theories.
I'm going to stop the Valentine and pick a winner, okay?
Okay.
Man, I do have some feelings about Travis Kelce that I want to talk about.
Okay.
You see it?
Yep. I'm going to message her.
Okay. 5 seconds.
She did it 5 times. KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to talk about your very first kiss.
Because Valentine's Day is this Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about all things Valentine-y between now and then. Also, we've got to congratulate our winner of the chocolate-covered strawberries from Candy House. We've been getting you signed up for those by texting the word Valentine to 623-1025.
So congratulations to Brandy Wyman.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Brandy. You have got a dozen chocolate-covered strawberries. Now, reminder for everybody who wins these chocolate-covered strawberries or who's going to go place your own order. It takes 24 hours to get them ready, and the cutoff is, of course, Valentine's Day. So you need to get your orders in by tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh. Valentine's Day is only 2 days away. Oh, Randy.
That's right. That's why we assigned a very special romantic-type movie to Jen for... This is where we assigned Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she came to KIX, she had apparently kept her eyes closed and her ears plugged at all movie theaters.
So a lot of the time someone would make a movie reference and I just wouldn't get it. So every Friday, Randy assigns me a movie to watch. I watched over the weekend, came back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, let you know what I thought about it.
And this weekend we assigned her the classic movie Ghost because she had never seen that, unbelievably.
And that's one that has Demi Moore in it. Patrick Swayze is in it. Yeah, that steamy pot scene, the clay scene or whatever, when they're making the pot together. Okay, I get what you mean now. Because he's not dead the entire movie, which at first I was like, how is this going to be steamy with a dead guy?
Well,
he's not dead at that point.
Well, maybe he is. It's like a super erotic thing.
No,
I don't know.
Like that. So
I think it would have been funny if they accidentally would have smudged the pot
and it goes flying everywhere. So my one thing with this movie is I thought Patrick Swayze was so good in this movie, but for me, Whoopi Goldberg was hands down the best part of the movie. I thought she was so funny and interesting, and the character was just really just over the top and great.
It doesn't last.
It doesn't
for her.
For her, great. I will say this is the first movie I've ever seen Demi Moore in. And I've never seen her in anything. I know who she is, but I've never seen her in anything. So I was really impressed with her as well. She carried the emotion through that movie so well. My one caveat with this movie is I thought it was really predictable. Like, I knew that Carl was going to be the bad guy. I knew when they were talking about how when the bad ones come and get you, I was like, oh, that the murderer's going to get it. He's going to get the bad guys to come take him down, and he's not going to heaven. And that's exactly what happened. So I thought it was a great movie, though. I did enjoy it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Ghost a 7.
A 7, yeah. But isn't predictability part of these whole romantic formulaic movies? They got to be predictable, don't they?
I mean, to a point, but that wasn't what was predictable about it. It wasn't the romance that was predictable. It was the storyline that carried you through the entire movie that I thought was predictable.
I don't know. The moment I saw the cover, I knew it was going to be one of those romance things. It was very predictable. I didn't even have to pop it into the machine to know it was predictable.
So am I going to have another romance movie to watch next weekend for Jen's Movie Rehab?
We'll see.
We'll find out on Friday with Jen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Saw his commercial during the Super Bowl last night.
Mine?
No.
Oh, his.
Forrest.
Yes.
Congratulations, Brandy.
Oh, yeah. Was she on there?
Yeah, she's on the
Oh,
YouTube.
well, then Brandy, she got the chocolate-covered strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have all of her info? We need to call her.
I think so. I'm going to go check. I think we've got everything from me, Brandy. I'm going to check Be Creative real quick, though.
Yeah, we may need some info from you. By the way, Brandy, you can come get your certificate right now. Well, not right now. After 8 o'clock. During business hours here, and you need to come get it today or tomorrow. And you got to get those orders in by tomorrow.
Yep, Brandy's good.
Okay, we've got all your info, so just come get the, come get that certificate.
Oh, is the parade for the Chiefs, is that on Wednesday? When they parade down the streets of Kansas City?
Somehow I got mjkgiggles@gmail.com in my, and it does anytime I type in MJK Giggles comes. I have no idea who this is
MJK
or what
Giggles.
that's about. I cannot get rid of it.
Weird.
It will not let me delete it out of my.
Courtney says, have you drawn the winners for the big game sweepstakes yet?
Yes.
Yes. The winners were Vicky Cross came in third, Stephanie Shipman came in second, and then Megan Fearing was our grand prize winner. And then we also had the winner of our cutest couple contest, and that was Jacob and Brittany. They got a ton of votes. They got 280 out of the 800 votes that were cast. Doesn't the snow just make you want to go outside, though? Catch snowflakes on your tongue. These are the good ones to catch on your tongue because they're big and they just melt. Yes, a big congratulations to the winners for sure. Did you guys see Jason Kelsey's outfit when he showed up at the Vegas airport? He was dressed up as Alan from The Hangover. So he had the man purse with him, same shirt and everything, the belt, the khakis. It was so funny. Morning, Kathy. Okay, so I mentioned before the break I wanted to talk about Travis Kelce because he did something in the game last night that I was really disappointed in his character for. So there was the play when Pacheco fumbled the ball and Travis Kelce was not in for that play. And he was very frustrated, very angry, went over and shoved head coach Andy Reid and was yelling at him to keep him in the game. And I couldn't believe. I mean, I understand it's one thing. We've seen these players get frustrated and throw their helmets or, kick something. But to go up to your head coach, 65-year-old head coach, and shove him out of frustration was asinine to me.
And
uncalled for.
It's kind of presumptuous for me to assume, but based on the amount of attention that he's been receiving and the amount of media attention that he's gotten, plus he's dating Taylor Swift and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure very easy to start feeling like you are the most important center of all of attention and everything. But yeah, this is one of the reasons that the Chiefs are beginning to be looked down upon. They've become the new New England Patriots, so to speak. For a lot of people around the country, you want to see the sentiment towards the Chiefs. Just look at some of social media stuff from outside of your friend circle over the last week. Yeah. People are not fans of the Chiefs right now on a national level. We are, of course, because of where we live and everything. But on a national level, people are sick to death of hearing about them, the coverage they're getting, his attitude. And unless you have some sort of moral compass to direct you through opportunities and moments like that in your life, it's very easy for your self-centeredness to get out of control. I'm not surprised at all.
Andy Reid, exactly, Sarah. He was completely caught off guard. I mean, he full on stumbled over. And I mean, if he would have fallen in that situation, I mean, I feel like in a lot of other situations, he would have been yanked. You're going to the locker room. You're done.
Yeah.
You don't treat
but they know
your coach that way.
That they, and Kels isn't the big, I mean, Mahomes, let's be honest, is. But he conducts himself in a lot better way than Kels does. Kels, I feel like, is very superficial. He's one of these, I'm sure he thinks the world of himself. You can see it in the way he acts.
I feel more like that now than I did before.
Wasn't it him that did the stupid Viva Las Vegas Elvis singing thing, too?
Yes, that was him.
That's about enough.
I mean, that's always kind of been his shtick, though, is he, yelling out the song lyrics and people yelling back to him and stuff. It's whatever.
But you can tell he thinks he is.
But I do feel like he's getting more of a
Mr. Central
pedestal
attention
than he had before.
And it's going to his head big time.
Yeah, I thought it was completely uncalled for, and it was just really disappointing because I've always felt like, he had a fairly good head on his shoulders. I love his podcast that him and Jason do. I feel like they carry themselves pretty well. They're funny. But, man, I was just so disappointed in that choice of his. We're going in a minute. We got Joplin Family Dental here. I just cooked the food that went to Granny Still Have Time. What y'all have for Super Bowl? What was on the menu?
What did we have yesterday? Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. You had the spaghetti.
I had the spaghetti.
We did queso, and I made a homemade ranch dip and a homemade caramel dip for fruit.
You had cheese.
And then we had a cornbread casserole, so I had something of substance. And then we did Little Smokies and pigs in a blanket. It was good. And now I've got no one wanted the casserole though.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 748.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the forecast. The snow's not going to last. It's going to be all done by 12 o'clock noon or so. So even the stuff that is accumulating in yards and on grassy areas and stuff like that, that's going to be gone for you. No, it's because it's supposed to be 55.
Yeah, we're talking 55
tomorrow?
And sunny for tomorrow, 60 by Wednesday. So I don't see this sticking really well. But if you look at our parking lot, we're starting to get a little bit of snowfall in there. You can see it now.
Oh, yeah. A little bit on the pavement even.
So just be careful as you're out and about this morning.
It's the day after Super Bowl. It's a snow day. It's a Monday. Nobody's going to do anything today, right?
Well, nobody even wants to go to work this morning.
I think we can agree with that. So just stick around with us because in the next hour, we're going to be talking about your first kiss. Just blow off work anyway because nobody feels like doing anything serious today.
I don't want to work after the Super Bowl on Monday. The United States should make it a national holiday.
Woo-hoo. Ate a lot and drank a case of beer. I'm tired and hungover. Happens every year.
Watching the game, hanging out with my friend. We stayed up too late and now I don't want to go in because I don't want to work after the Super Bowl on Monday. I've got a headache. This should be a national holiday.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.9.
You got it ready? I'll fairly down.
Totally forgot. I'm just sitting here. Have nothing to do. Not going to work.
Ooh, Megan, that sounds good. He had wings, jalapeno poppers, baked beans, 3 types of dip. That sounds good too. I miss jalapeno poppers. They don't make those gluten-free. But man, I miss those. I used to love jalapeno.
Morning, Karen.
It's Karen. Good morning. I mean, it's coming down pretty hard. It is white. All right. So first kiss. You had your first kiss when you were pretty young, didn't you?
Yeah. It's about 4 years old.
Fidelity Internet is now supercharged with our new wall-to-wall Wi-Fi system powered by Eero Pro 6E. Zoom from room to room without limits. Get Fidelity 300 meg internet with unlimited data and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi for $39.95 a month for 18 months. Call 866-393-1919. New customers only. Limited time offer. Taxes and fees not included. Includes unlimited data plan. Regular rate is $72.99 a month after promotional period.
I was in 3rd grade. Karen has rain. We have snow.
We have snow, yeah. I don't think.
Should be rain. If it wasn't for the upper atmospheric cold air pressure system, we would have rain. But the air temperature is much colder than it is on down where we're living.
Where did it go? Oh, Kyle says if you look up the score on Google, it shows Chiefs colored fireworks on the page. That's fun. I love stuff like that. I wish I could show you guys what we're seeing here. I was 14 when I had my first kiss and it was awful. What made it so awful? Because I feel like a lot of times your first kiss is pretty bad just because no one has any idea what they're really doing. That, and then they don't know what they're doing, but also like you're really excited and nervous about it. So you overthink it or something's not so good. What's not gluten-free on the poppers? Fresh jalapenos cut in half, stuffed with cream cheese, bacon bits, olives, and shredded cheese and wrapped in bacon. Ooh, yum. I was thinking like jalapeno poppers that come in a box and they're breaded and fried. I guess, yeah, if you make them fresh, then yeah. I don't know why. I never thought about making jalapeno poppers fresh like that. I always just thought of like the ones in the box that are fried, and because those are not gluten-free. It was slobbery. Ugh. My first kiss was very quick. And it was very strange. So I was in the 1st grade, and my boyfriend and I decided that we were going to break up, and he was going to get with our friend. And so we were kissing to say goodbye. And so we gave each other a kiss on the cheek and then a kiss on the lips. And we were in the computer lab. And yeah. Fresh as... Okay, well, maybe... I guess I'm sleeping on the real good jalapeno poppers. So fresh jalapenos cut in half, stuffed with cream cheese, bacon bits, olives, shredded cheese, wrapped in bacon. I'll have to try them that way. And then you bake them like
I don't know, $350 for 10, 15 minutes. It is, yeah.
Not on the roadway, bad, but
The parking lot, though,
yeah,
for sure.
because there's not much traffic going over it.
It doesn't look like anyone's taking it slow, though. They're all just driving normal, from what I can see.
The way it was on my way to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roads weren't slick at all when I came into work this morning. Morning, Jimmy. You slept in today because you were partying so late. Megan says, I don't kiss and tell. All I'm saying is watermelon moonshine with a touch of American honey.
Kendra's tried of snow. I'm tried of snow too, Kendra. So tried. I'm skick and tried.
Cream cheese, barbecue seasoning, shredded cheese, and wrapping bacon. What's barbecue seasoning? What is that exactly?
Good.
I was talking about how I miss jalapeno poppers. I can't eat them because of the gluten. And they were like, well, why don't you make them fresh? There's no gluten in them if you make them fresh. Because I was thinking of the ones that are like breaded, that you buy from the store out of a box. I know. Overtime about killed me.
Oh.
I was talking with Megan last night, and I was like, I got the nervous peas. Like, this sucks.
Like, when was it all over? I mean, what time? Is it like 8 o'clock, wasn't it?
No. Gosh, no. It was, 10?
Was it 10?
Later? I don't know. And then we had to watch the post-game party stuff, and...
Man, 7:30, I saw they were in overtime, so...
And then at that, I was too wired at that point. And at that point, it was too, I was wired. I was like, how am I supposed to sleep now? I'm excited because we won, I like to go to the farmer's market and get the smoked seasonings. Those are really good. We use smoked garlic powder in like everything. Wow, Jimmy says they're not even getting snow in Frontenac.
Trying to think where Frontenac is now. I know. Of course, it's not shown on our calendar.
Of course not. Our calendar. I got you.
Whatever that is.
What's near you? Yeah, you're not on the map anywhere. Is it up north past Pittsburgh?
Frontenac's over by Columbus, isn't it? No?
Next to Pittsburgh, Jimmy says.
So that's an indicator that as it's moving to the northeast, the whole front's moving. So probably on the downside of this.
I can't even tell which way it's moving, though.
Still snowing here. You can't from that. No. Stupid thing.
You sent me a picture. Did you send it to me or to... Oh, you did. Oh, my gosh, Sarah. That's so many seasonings.
That's kind of accurate. What it's doing on here is kind of accurate.
Really?
Yeah. But what's happening is it's going in a counterclockwise almost rotation. So that area right there is moving south, but this all doing this cycle thing.
How does that happen? How does it move like that?
It's not uncommon. Any kind of warm air pressure system, cold air pressure system, if they don't converge on the same point, then it does that cycle.
Oh.
But it turns as it moves east. So I don't think you'll get more snow now that it's stopped for you guys in Kansas. It's already like Kansas City, those areas, they're not getting anything.
I want to set up like this in the new house. Look at how they have their seasoning set up.
In their door?
House. Yeah.
We've got a thing like that in our door.
Really?
Yeah. Ours isn't little baskets. It's little round. They snap in.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate when they don't fit it, but.
Mine are just sitting on a shelf.
So I've got a list of some of the Reddit's done another one of their topics of the worst dating stories.
Oh, geez. Okay.
this one girl said he asked me to go to this botanical garden to look at the Christmas lights at night. When he showed up to pick me up, he had 2 babies in the car. He told me that he lied to me and that he is a father, but I felt obligated to proceed with the date because he had just driven an hour to see me with these kids in the car.
Oh, my gosh. Those poor kids.
Your daddy's a loser.
Yeah. All right, 8 seconds.
Rain and snow today with highs in the mid-40s. Clear skies tonight with lows in the upper 20s. Sunshine, 55 for Tuesday. Sunshine and low 60s for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is still showing snowfall across much of the 4 states.
32 in Diamond, 34 in Pittsburgh, 33 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, set to the KIX app.
So you talk about disgusting. We're talking about your first kiss.
How old were you when you had your first kiss?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I was like 6.
We played wedding at the babysitters, and I remember having to be the groom, and I did not want to do it, but it was under peer pressure, and everybody voted, and I was elected to be the groom. It was not fair because she had pizza on her mouth.
Oh, gross.
It was gross, disgusting.
So tell us about your first kiss by texting or calling 417-623-1025.
Here's Darius Rucker.
It's Wagon Wheel.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Ew. She had pizza.
So this one says, went on a blind date with a lady who would not stop picking at her scabs. She made a pile out of them on the restaurant table. I excused myself to use the bathroom. When I came back, my soup was there, but the pile of scabs was not. No, I did not eat the scab soup, the soup.
Oh, gross.
She says, at the restaurant, I showed him a picture of my dog on my phone. He took out his phone and showed me a picture of something he had.
Oh, come on.
She showed up at the coffee shop. The very first thing she did was take her shoes off and put them on the table. Later, she mentioned how she was obsessed with victims of serial killers and had them tattooed on her body.
What?
Why on earth makes them think that this is going to be a good... Girl spent the night fending off credit card people on the phone for money she owed. Then she had hot wings and did not wash her hands, just sucked them clean. She kept touching my face for no reason, like reaching out to grab my nose or stuff like that with her sticky hands.
Oh, no.
Then she went to the bathroom and I thought her hands would finally get washed. Nope, still sticky.
What? Oh, gross. So she's in the bathroom and didn't even wash her hands. Girl.
Said had a great first date. We kissed and it moved on to the couch. PG-13 making out, nothing to extreme. Then in the middle of it, he started screaming and writhing. Turns out he had torn his ACL.
Whoa. What were you doing that caused him to tear his ACL during that?
How's that just PG-13? We got chicken fingers. I noticed she's ripping them up in her hands and putting the breading in her big purse. So I called her out on it. I'm like, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm just feeding Sammy, and pulls out this fat chinchilla out of her purse and plops the thing in the middle of the table. A chinchilla is a big rodent, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Says about halfway through our meal, he got underneath the table and started taking food from both his and my plate with his bare hands. He stayed there for like 10 minutes before I decided it was time to ask for the check.
What?
This girl says he proposed on our first date with a ring and everything within 45 minutes of our first in-person meeting. When I declined, he threatened to become a monk and never love again.
Okay. People are crazy.
Guy says, I went on a date where the girl brought both her parents who sat behind us in the movie theater.
Oh, geez. Yes, Kenda, I did the snow dance.
I think it's beautiful. Look at that snow.
It is a pretty snow. I can't see it.
Bet it is very pretty.
I've got about that much of a view.
Did we get our house? We're under contract for it. We're heading that way. We close on the 8th.
Working on it.
Yeah.
On March 8th?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is fast. About a month.
Yeah. So far, yeah.
The amount of underwriting, are you already experiencing all that for the FHA and all that? You
We're
will.
doing VA, so we haven't had to deal with any of this
So
stuff.
you're not doing an FHA loan on it? Okay.
Nope.
Well, I would have, I think.
VA was very good in terms of
Yeah.
what we're getting for it.
The benefits of the FHA is they really protect you going into the experience. They require all these certain things that for a first-time home buyer and you don't know what you're looking for and stuff, it does all that for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys.
It used to be a law that it had to be an FHA.
The VA does a lot of
I'm sure the VA does a lot of that for you.
yeah, they do a lot of the counseling and things like that you've got to go through on their end. Just things that they want to make you aware of because they also want to protect their asset. If they're going to be putting this loan out there that they're going to back, I mean, they essentially want to protect their investment as well. Yeah, VA does that too. I don't remember which one I showed you, Sarah.
Yeah, Gina was wanting to see it, and I was like, I can text her, and then I forgot all about it.
I'll send you. I'll send it to you too. I'll send you a link, Sarah. And I'll send it to you too. There you go. Just don't mention where it's at, please. Because I can't remember if it's that one that I showed you, if it was the first one that we were interested in that I showed you. I think it was the first one. And that one we did not get. They took another offer because on our offer we specified that we wanted them to deep clean the house before we moved in, and they didn't want to deep clean their house before we moved in. So,
okay,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So they must have moved out in a hurry because they left nothing cleaned. I mean, there was dust on the ceiling fans. You could see the baseboards needed a good scrub, and the oven hadn't been cleaned out in who knows how long.
Never.
And nice house, but needed a lot of cleaning, and they just didn't want to do it.
Weird.
I'll send it to you too. Megan says, I want to touch the link.
Yeah, but you touch it creepy. You stroke it.
Oh.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about, with Valentine's Day being only 2 days away, we're talking about your very first kiss.
What was yours like?
Mine was in the first grade, and my boyfriend and I at the time were breaking up. And so the only rational thing to do was to kiss each other to say goodbye before he got with my other friend. And so we decided, okay, a kiss on each cheek and then a kiss on the lips. And we did it in the computer lab and didn't get in trouble. Nobody saw.
Wow.
I know.
I had said that my first serious kiss was in the 3rd grade, but that wasn't true. It was in the 1st grade, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with a girl. She was actually dating, quote unquote. Remember, this was 1st grade. Me and my best friend. So she'd give us.
Rascal.
Yeah, she'd give us both kisses before we went home each day. I've forgotten all
She was
about
weighing her
that.
options, you know.
Yeah, if one of them flakes out, then she's got one to fall back on.
So call or text to tell us about your first kiss, 417-623-1025.
Here's Lainey Wilson.
Watermelon Moonshine.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Megan, where is your... Where is it? What is it? Where is it? What is it? There it is. You should have it now.
Ah.
I don't want to do naked snow angels. After you, Kathy. It's too cold. I'll do a snow dance, though.
So we did hear from the whole, oh my gosh, I can't think of their name. Anon.
Oh, the QAnon.
Yeah, from the QAnon about the Super Bowl and all the theories that were going around by that. Listen to this.
The plan for Taylor Swift to remove her biosynthetic skin suit to reveal she is an alien lizard hybrid with a titanium exoskeleton has been executed. You probably missed it because it happened really fast during a Doritos commercial. And then she put her Taylor Swift suit back on and resumed the false flag operation. Speculation from PSYOP double agents transmitting from the basement of a Pizza Hut in Tokyo claim Taylor Swift will endorse Joe Biden at her upcoming live-streamed concert, marry Travis Kelce, and be crowned king and queen of the New World Order. Be aware, Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin will release a buddy movie with encoded messages, activating the rebel forces against the Swiftie totalitarian regime. Warning, do not accept a friendship bracelet.
So there you go.
That's what happened. It did happen.
That's at least the way they're spinning it.
That's true. It is warmer than 0 degrees, but I still thinking 33-degree weather. I don't want to go do naked snow angels. Karen's going to video it.
The naked snow angels?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Karen says, I'll send a drone. Mm-hmm. Hey, how's your husband doing, by the way, Karen? Thank you, Sarah. We're really excited about it. We told the kids about it this weekend.
They excited?
Beans is very excited. The boy cried. He was like, but I like this house. And then we started showing him pictures and things and trying to, talk about the things to get excited about. And he was more open to it. He's doing okay. What's going on? Is he home? He is home now, right? He went downstairs yesterday, walked a bit, took a shower last evening. Good. So he's getting around some.
So there were quite a few people protesting at the game yesterday outside the Las Vegas Stadium. A lot of Native Americans were protesting the use of the word Chiefs, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But quite a few. I was surprised at how many turned out for that. They did get a little coverage.
I hadn't heard anything about that, but I'm not surprised.
And if they were going to change it, they could just chop a letter off, go to the Kansas City Chefs.
That's what people call them that anyway when they're trying to be derogatory toward them. We should be the Kansas City. I think it'd be way more fun if we were like the Kansas City Woo-Hoos or something,
What's that mascot look like?
Woo-hoo.
Oh, and another big thing that they were talking about over the weekend was President Biden's latest gaffe. And
what happened?
So this all started because the special counsel that was assigned to investigate he had kept a number of materials at his home that he wasn't supposed to have, some top secret stuff,
right,
just like Trump did. So they investigated and tried to find whether he was negligent. They determined that no, he was not negligent in that regard. But they did come back and say that they were very worried about his mental state because he had trouble answering some questions, recalling things like when he was vice president under Obama, when his son had died. He couldn't recall these things. He got those all mixed up and everything. So there's been a lot of question about his mental competence based on his age. And then he came out in defense of that. He held a press conference and he mistakenly He was talking about Egypt's president, and it called him Mexico's president, and they corrected him, and he got a little defensive and said, no, he meant Mexico's president, calling it by the Egyptian president's name, and it was a huge mess up. And he really, I saw the video of it, and I don't guess I've seen video of him in a while, but it was like, I mean, old man walking out like this, and Jill Biden had to lead him off the stage and stuff. So he looks like he's aged 25 years in the past 6 months.
There was a new survey done recently as well, and most people think that he is too old for a second term.
He's 81.
He's 81, yeah.
And he's really looking 81. Yeah. And you imagine another 4 years, and it's going to get worse. I mean, things don't get better.
You've seen the pictures of Obama side by side of him at the start of his term and the end of his term, and that, man, presidency just wears on you.
It does that to anybody who's in that role. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to hear about your very first kiss?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Bailey Zimmerman.
On KIX 102.5.
I remember Clinton was relatively young when he went in and, still had all of his red hair color and everything. He was white-headed when he came out. George Bush, same thing happened to him. And it just wears you out. The only person I've not seen it had a major effect on, seems like, is Trump. He looks the same as he did when he first ran. Which, whatever your conspiracy theory on that is, but...
Yeah, but a lot of people think at this point he's just too old to do it again. I mean, at the end of a second term, he's going to be 85, 86, 85.
86.
Oh, my gosh. That would make him... He is the oldest president we've ever had.
President, yeah, right now. No, we've never had one this old. Reagan was close, and towards the end of his second term, oh my goodness, yeah, he was too old. And there was a lot of questions about that. But yeah, but the problem is, who do they have as a Democratic candidate if it wasn't him?
We did have, what's his name? Kennedy ran an ad during the Super Bowl last night as an independent candidate for the
but he wouldn't be for the Democratic Party. They don't have anyone in the wings ready to go.
No, they don't.
Right, Megan?
Got 50 seconds. Oh, one commercial I'd forgotten about. The one with Ben Affleck, the Brooklyn Boys or whatever, and Matt Damon was there. Jack Harlow made an appearance as well. And they sang they were the Dunk Kings.
Oh, yeah.
And they went in and they sang their song for J-Lo, and J-Lo was like, no, come on.
He's been on a lot of Dunkin' commercials.
He has. I thought that one was pretty good. Jimmy says they're saying Michelle Obama. No.
She's not interested. She's made it very clear that no, that's not an option. She's not going to do it.
Yeah. Who's ever saying that? I don't think
it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. Here we go. 3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Rain and snow likely today with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast today when the snow is going to end in just 5 minutes.
But we're talking about your first kiss.
623-1025, whether it was a wonderful, beautiful moment with your foot up in the air behind you or whether it was just disgusting, gross, and you've had nightmares about it ever since.
Call or text to tell us 417-623-1025.
How was your first kiss?
My first kiss happened, I don't know, we was about 8th grade school, 9th grade, and we was on a school trip and had a crush on a girl, and some of the kids thought it'd be nice to her take me in the elevator and them kids open the door and catch us kissing, and I shut the elevator off and the kiss lasted forever.
Loving an elevator.
The joke was on them.
Going down?
What was your first kiss like?
Oh, I was kind of a late bloomer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had this crush on this guy since I was 13 years old. And he was just a little bit older and, didn't have any eyes on any little kid. And he moved away and then moved back when I was 17. Well, by that time...
things are different.
Things were a little different.
You had blossomed.
Blossomed would be a good word. Anyway, he asked me out. That first date was my first kiss. A week later, we were engaged.
Whoa. What? Okay.
22 years later, we had been married for 42 years, of course.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I'm surprised. I expected more of these to be gross, disgusting
I know. Like, it was slobbery and the braces were everywhere.
How was your first kiss?
It was horrible.
Tell us about it.
The guy that kissed me, a booger fell out of his nose and landed on my lip.
Oh my God.
And it was so awkward that I just didn't say anything. I just turned around and walked off.
It could have been worse, honey. I mean, you could have puked right on his face.
Yeah,
Ew.
I was actually quite proud of myself for holding it together until I got around the corner, and then I just completely got the heebie-jeebies and just freaked out.
Heebie-jeebies.
It was disgusting.
You just hear around the corner going,
Yeah, exactly.
There it is. There's
No, that makes
the
my stomach
disgusting
turn
one.
just thinking about it. That's so gross.
6231025 to text or tell us how your first kiss was.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Yeah, J-Lo's like, we talked about this. Someone compared Joe falling down to Jim Carrey falling down, and now I can't unsee it. Is Jim Carrey playing Joe with AI? It's not so far-fetched. Man, I haven't seen Jim Carrey in a long time either.
He actually got religion and has stepped back away from making movies. He went through a whole struggle with depression.
Mm-hmm.
But then he turned that around through the help of, he's embraced Christianity and is born again and is actually working within that to help people who are depressed realize the way out of that is not necessarily through medication and therapy and things like that, but through a new perspective. So it's a pretty amazing story, actually. I just saw a deal on Thursday or Friday with him talking to a group of people at a rehab center and was giving his testimony and stuff. It was pretty inspiring.
Is it online, his testimony?
Uh-huh. It's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of people coming to that. In fact, oh my goodness, what's his name? The B-list actor was in some movies with Jim Carrey. Oh, can't think of his name. He was a Saturday Night Live actor.
Mm-hmm. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot too. Deadpool and Wolverine.
See that?
they had just like a, we didn't actually get to see who's playing Wolverine because it's not Hugh Jackman now, right?
I wouldn't think so.
I'm pretty sure he said that he's done with Wolverine, but you got to see Ryan Reynolds being Wade doing the Deadpool thing, and then there's like a blurry Wolverine
Which it's
that shows
kinda
up.
sad that he's not, because him and Ryan Reynolds have such a thing going.
That's what Kyle said, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't know that they were
They've
friends
had
or whatever.
This ongoing, I don't know what you would call it, war. Not war. It's a friendly little thing between their two companies. So Hugh Jackman makes, is it vodka? No, that's Ryan Reynolds makes the vodka. And what is it that Hugh Jackman? I don't know. He has a company too, and the two of them spar back and forth. It's all in good fun, but
They do the banter thing.
yeah, it gets a little rough at times. Hugh Jackman was doing an actual TED Talk presentation in front of thousands of people, and right in the middle of it, on the jumbotrons on either screen, Ryan Reynolds pops up and starts doing an ad for his Aviator vodka, and
Oh, Sarah says it is Hugh Jackman. He's coming back for Ryan.
well,
Really?
there you go. Awesome.
Have a great day, Karen. I didn't think that I thought Hugh Jackman said that he was done with Wolverine. He wasn't going to come back for anything.
He is.
But they have such a natural chemistry. Like it's going to be great.
Kiss all the time.
What? No, that's not what I
You know they kiss.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, though, his wife Blake was there last night at the Super Bowl hanging out with Tyler Taylor. Her hair was very 90s curly. It was lovely. Your accent is just your mouth's font. That's true. And speaking of trailers, the other one that I got really excited about was Wicked. It's Ariana Grande, and then who was the other one? Who was with her
She's
in
a
that one?
horrible actress, though.
Who is that? Cynthia Erivo? I'm so excited. I love Wicked. I read the book in high school. I know the music.
Sure.
You know.
Same, but Ariana Grande, they couldn't come up with someone better than that. Vocally, I mean, she'll be great, but
I think she'll be good. I really do.
a good actress.
Just knowing how she played Kat and Victorious, I think she'll be able to pull off Glinda. Because Glinda's just kind of
Yeah,
you know,
possibly.
And Ariana Grande is a huge fan of Wicked, like massive fan, and she's a big fan of Kristen Chenoweth, who's played Glinda before, so she's got that, you know, mentor in this situation. But that one gave me chills.
Well, there's been nothing good on TV, that's for sure.
And it's going to be that way for a while, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, normally the decent shows, new seasons and stuff all start coming out in late March, but probably won't be happening this year. I mean, a lot of stuff's not going to be coming out that we would have normally looked forward to. Like Yellowstone would have come out around that time. The new Mandalorian would have come out, or whatever Star Wars thing they had planned.
Right.
None of that's going to be happening until late in the year.
I can't believe they're not doing more with Obi-Wan.
Yep, that's not going to be a thing either. Oh, I did get my game.
You did? You got it?
I did. When I told you I had the $20 or so gift card sitting in Steam, and we'd found that one game that I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it was called. It's an older game, Star Wars related game. And I went on to buy it on Friday. And just on a whim, I went over and checked what the price on that. It was on sale. So I got it.
Nice.
I won't get to play it until Thanksgiving or Christmas, but still.
But you got it.
I got it.
You got a good price for it.
I got it for $30.
Good for you.
Instead of I think full price is almost $90.
Yikes. Yeah, they advertised a ton of movies, and now we've got to wait majority of the year before you can watch it. The snow is slowing down. It's just not as thick.
Yeah, I think we've about got what we're going to get. From here on out, it's just going to get less and less. Oh, the weather's this weekend was a fiasco.
What happened?
So I get contact from Mickey that the weather's not playing the overnight on Sunday morning. And that when she checked, it wasn't in there. And so I contacted D and let him know. And he came down and apparently he had put them in. It was a big mess. He had accidentally put his Sunday morning weathers in on the Monday, but when he did Saturday afternoon and night, he accidentally put those in Sunday afternoon and night over the ones you had done and that MJ had done. So he came back and caught that on Saturday before they aired. He realized what he had done and came back, did Saturday afternoon and night correctly, and then redid the weathers for Sunday afternoon and Sunday night so that they were at least talking about the correct day parts, the correct times. So we readdressed how this was being done altogether. I said, we're going to no longer do the Control P thing on Adobe. That's confusing him. So you're going to set up everything on wide orbit. So that there was a final, got the right one. And
right.
I'm going to check and make sure that I said, I don't want you using this.
Mm-hmm.
I want you using your file that we created for you.
Right. But at least all the tracks played. That's good.
Yeah, and it wasn't a sponsored.
Yeah, it was just Zimmer. I'm trying to think of what other movies they advertised, Sarah. Wicked, Deadpool. I'm sure there's more that I'm just not thinking of. We're done with that one. Man. See, they're saying about 2 inches between Neosho and Seneca already. 3 inches in Neosho. 4 inches in Cashville. 3 inches in Galena.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean of accumulated snow. That means that's how much has fallen. So, I mean, it's a little misleading. We don't have that much on the ground.
This is snowfall accumulations under the U.S. National Weather Service, Springfield, Missouri.
But it's not on roadways and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's a little misleading.
Same 5 inches in Wheaton.
I mean, that's this much snow. 5 inches.
They got the ruler in there in the snow. What is this? 3 inches in Exeter.
Exeter? Dang near killed her. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. It's Morning KIX.
It's Scotty McCreery.
On KIX 102.5.
Yes. There was A Quiet Place. That's right. They had, there's a new A Quiet Place coming out. And then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's right.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for that one already. The Quiet Place movie. It's going to have to do a lot of work because the second one was just, I about fell asleep. In fact, the first time I watched it, I did fall asleep.
It's because it's so quiet.
Just, it was boring. I mean, it was not, I think it was a mistake. What's his name? Krasinski killing his character off.
Are they his movies? John Krasinski's? Okay.
But I think it was a mistake he did killing himself off in that first movie.
I have never seen any of those movies.
The first one was really, really, really good. It was intense. It was stressful even. The second one was boring.
Mm-hmm.
And the story was just kind of blah. In fact, I can't even really... They're trying to survive. They meet up with some other people. They learn a new way of combating the auditory aliens or whatever.
Twisters, that's right.
Yeah, the new Twister movie, which I can't believe that's a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And they've talked about redoing this movie for a long time.
I know. There was a lot of push around the time of right before the Joplin tornado. There had been some intention, and it just fell to pieces because of the aftermath of that. And then the Reno tornado happened a year or two after that, and there was just too much tragedy associated with it. And they recognized that it would be not well received because of that.
Yeah. Inside Out 2. Yes. I'm so excited. I love that movie. I can't wait for the second one to come out. Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh, these stupid sequels.
With the crazy bunnies.
Come up with some new ideas, for Pete's sakes.
Wasn't there another sequel too?
Sequel 3.
Sequel 3, yeah. Oh, If was another one that I saw an advertisement for. That's the one with the imaginary friends.
Not heard of that.
Mm-hmm. I think, isn't John Krasinski in that one? Or who is in that one? Can't remember. I don't remember Fall Guy.
I guess a lot of people are upset about the new Mean Girls movie. It's a musical, and they don't advertise it as a musical. They give no indication that it's a musical in their trailers and everything.
For Mean Girls?
Yeah. And a lot of people have been upset when they go to the movie theaters and with the opening, it begins with a musical number. And they're like, what's happening?
Well, that's part of the shtick, though, weren't they? I thought they were going to pull in the songs from the musical.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I guess, didn't realize that based on the trailer. It doesn't really show it. I don't really see much movie-wise in the next year that's making me super excited.
You don't want to watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
That one may be, just for the continuation of the story,
go.
and they usually do a pretty decent job with them. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 33 in Joplin.
We've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes, so you still got time to get your songs picked before we start playing them back at 8:50.
But we're talking about your very first kiss.
Ugh.
Was it good? Was it bad?
Was it everything you hoped it would be?
You can call or text to tell us 417-623-1025.
How was your first kiss?
Gross.
What happened?
My first date ever, my sister wanted to go out with this boy, but my mom and dad said that I had to go with her to, chaperone, I guess. So they fixed me up with his buddy. Oh, my God, he stuck his tongue down my throat. I didn't even know what was going on.
What? That's a thing?
Man, I kind of took off guard because I didn't know that it was going to get that friendly. Wasn't quite prepared.
I mean, if you didn't know what a French kiss was...
That's pretty alarming, I would think.
What are you doing?
What was your first kiss like?
It was on a trampoline. Later on, I married her.
That day?
Nope, about 5 years later.
How difficult was it kissing someone while on a trampoline?
We stopped jumping and we just kissed.
What was your first kiss like?
Unexpected.
What's that mean?
Well, I happened to be in the 8th grade, so that would put me around 13, 14 years old. And I went to a small country school, and we were standing in line getting ready to go to our lunch. And out of nowhere, this young gentleman came up to me and gave me a kiss and ran off.
You know, in today's culture, there would have been charges filed against that kid. He would have been kicked out of school.
Would have been considered sexual harassment.
Yeah.
What was your first kiss like?
Okay, it was super embarrassed. I was like 15 years old. We were like kissing on like a railroad track or something. And then he went to put his tongue in my mouth and I talked while he was doing it because I was so nervous.
It was like, hey, all your ass off and everything. Could we got
I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You bite down and chew.
Yeah, I guess. It was so embarrassing.
Part of a death ritual in some third world countries.
Tell us about your first kiss.
623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What was your first kiss like?
Well, I was 15 years old, and it was at apple butter making days in Mount Vernon.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, a friend dared me to go up to this older girl. She was like 2 grades ahead.
Right.
And she was with her girlfriend, and I went up to her and gave her a kiss right on the lips. And I think I ran off. But, yeah, I heard later that her boyfriend, who was bigger than me, was looking for me.
Oh, no.
He never did catch up with me, though.
Wow.
I heard for some time he was looking for me.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, you had to flee the country.
Yeah, I was almost ready to leave the country. But I still remember that, her expression.
Of shock and awe. Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Have a good day.
That's the polka dot dress,
That's
dude.
the polka dot dress.
Yeah, and he didn't. I don't think he's ever called and not done that. So what's going on with his day?
It's the snow.
I'm a little disappointed.
Inside Out 2 is going to be out in June. Let's all go see it together. Oh, that reminds me. We're doing late lunch-ish on Sunday, 1 o'clock, Cracker Barrel.
That's this Sunday?
Yes.
Well, I was going to go set up and do work on the FM9 today, but I don't think I'm going to. I think this is a nap kind of day.
Yes.
That's my problem.
Totally
I cannot seem to get the impetus to go do this. I was going to do it last week and didn't. But really, Wednesday would be the ideal day. But what happens is Wednesday rolls around and I think, I'm tired. I have to play tonight. I need to get rest.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard for me to convince myself to do anything self-starter wise at 1 o'clock in the 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, no. I feel that. I get off work about 1:30 or 2, go home, and I'm just
Done.
Yeah,
same. I get done around between 1:30 and 2:30, and I'm done.
I just need a break.
And that studio is so warm.
Like,
so by the end of it, I'm like, huh?
Yay, Megan's going to be there, and Sarah's going to be there. Are you going to be there?
Well.
Do I, baby?
The Argyle movie looks really, really good that's out right now. But it ticks me off. It's another one of those Apple movies that they have promoted as if it was coming out in Apple, and then they release it to theaters, and then you don't get to watch it for the next year unless you want to pay $30. I'm like, you're full of it.
Which is insane. It's, oh my gosh, Jamie Dornan is in that one, right? From 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I don't think so. It's Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, John Cena's in it.
Henry Cavill?
Dua Lipa, Bryan Cranston's in it. Bryce Dallas Howard, Samuel Jackson.
Yes, that's right. It's Henry Cavill. I'm thinking.
It looks good, but Dakota Johnson's got a weird movie. It's called Madam Web.
Is she a spider?
It's part of the Spider-Man franchise. A very
it is?
little known character from the Spider-Man verse. Yeah. So I don't know. It's Dakota Johnson. So
Madam Web.
yeah, it's going to be weird.
Oh, this comes out this week.
It's a Spider-Man. She's clairvoyant, and it's of all of the Spider-Man Spider-Verse characters, I don't know. That's one of the weirder ones.
So does she have a Spider-Man costume?
She looks more like a Catwoman. It looks more like a Catwoman costume. It's all black. It's mask. This one movie, though, called Stop Motion, really looks possible. Come here and watch this.
Okay.
Doom Part 2. I am excited about that.
I haven't seen the first one. That's oh my gosh, what is her name? Zendaya and Timothy
Chalamet or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this is called Stop Motion. One of the yes. This new character from this, I have high hopes for. It reminds me of the Puppet Master. So it's about this woman who makes stop motion films, claymation type deals, and they come to life. Looks good, doesn't it? So I have high hopes for that one.
It looks very scary.
Yeah, it doesn't look that scary. Roadhouse, they're remaking, which looks stupid. That's one of the ones on your must-see list.
Yes.
Is the original Roadhouse, which I think needs to happen soon. You know, it's based on a bar that was in Nevada, Missouri.
Oh, I did not know that. You said past tense was?
Was, yeah. This whole little small-town mafia thing that happened back in the day. I guess back in the 70s, right? This guy who kind of ran the town and how a couple of people began to fight back against it. And a little war happened. I mean, there were people killed.
Really?
Yes. So it's loosely based on that story. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Chance of rain and snow to continue with highs in the mid-40s. It's 32 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning Kicks takeover starting in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX website, the KIX app, and go vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about your first kiss and what that whole experience was like.
You can call or text to tell us that story at 417-623-1025.
What was yours like?
Well, my first kiss was at a skating party, and what was really bad is that I didn't know my dad was there already to pick me up.
Uh-oh.
And I turned around, and man, was my dad when he saw me kissing a boy.
I thought you was going to say that your dad was your first kiss.
No,
And I was-
Brandy.
Well, you know.
Golly. What was your first kiss like?
I ended up getting mono.
What? What?
Yes. I went to a party with my sister because she could only go if she took me.
To babysit, right?
Well, yeah, I guess to start out with anyway.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
And then one thing led to another, and yeah, my first kiss ended up giving me mono. So, needless to say, he was out the door. I didn't even mess with him no more.
Nasty boy.
What was your first kiss like?
My first kiss was terrible. I was a freshman in high school, and we met like in a park, and he kissed me and everything, and I thought he was going to suck my face off. It was terrible.
So he had a little case of the leech mouth, huh?
He opened his mouth way too wide, like he was trying to eat my face. It was terrible. I went home, and I was like, oh my God, what just happened?
Like the movie Alien happening up in here.
What was your first kiss like?
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
It was awesome. I actually was at 16 years old and been with my wife. I actually wound up marrying her. I've been with her for 13 years, been married to her for 11.
No, it's another sweet story. I love it.
She's my sweetheart, so.
Now here is a guy who didn't get his wife anything for Valentine's Day, or he hasn't gotten her anything yet, and he's trying to score brownie points. I applaud that. I do. I mean, let's be honest. He has no real perspective here as
What
to
are
what
you
a
talking
good kiss.
about?
That's the only kiss he knows. How does he
please.
know it was a good kiss?
Randy.
It might be bad, and he just has no other point of reference.
We are not going down that rabbit hole.
What was your first kiss like, though? You can tell us on Facebook.
Or you can text us at 417-623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
All right.
Civil War, I'm not too sure about. Have you seen the ads for that? I saw the trailer for that.
Is it actually about our Civil War?
No, it's about a civil war that happens in the United States today. So in the unbelievable part of it is California breaks off and forms their own country.
Okay.
You know, if it said Texas, I'd been like, ooh, now that's, but it is based around all the political division that we are going through right now, and how eventually, and it has potential to be a real stop make you think movie, but I don't know that they do that. Kristen Dunst is in it, Jesse Plemons, Nick Offerman's in it, but in this, you know, it shows a couple of times like where they've gotten stopped by these rebels. And they're like, we're Americans. And they say, which Americans?
Oh.
And, you know, they got them at gunpoint like that. So it's pretty violent and could raise some questions, but I don't think it's going to be written that well.
Also, I remembered another commercial, the one with Jason Momoa and Zach Braff. Zach Braff?
Zach Braff?
That is his name, right? Yeah. The Scrubs guy? And they were singing the song together.
So, Ryan Gosling's got a new movie, The Fall Guy, which is based on the old TV series that starred Lee Majors. And
I don't think I know this.
Heather Thomas? Heather
Locklear.
No, not Heather Locklear. It was Heather Thomas.
Okay.
She's another swimsuit model poster type girl. Heather Thomas, right? But anyway, based on that, and it's about a stunt guy former stunt man. Anyway, David Leitch is the director of this, and he is a former stunt man. He was in the John Wick movies and everything. So
cool.
It's stuntman who moonlights as a bounty hunter.
It sounds interesting.
They're also doing a biopic on Amy Winehouse.
I want to see that one.
That whole story.
Yeah, Nick Offerman was also in the Aubrey Plaza commercial. That's right. In the plane.
There's a new Mad Max movie.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Furiosa.
Oh, she's cool.
Which is it's part of the Mad Max lexicon, but it's not about Mad Max. It's about a character from the Mad Max world.
Mm-hmm.
Imperator Furiosa was a character from the last Mad Max movie they had.
Right.
And this is her story. And
cool.
She's a young girl. It's a prequel to Fury Road.
I like her as a character. I thought she was very interesting in that movie.
Those are some of my favorite movies, those original ones, which you've never seen any of those.
I have seen
Thunderdome?
The new one. What's the newest one?
No, those don't count.
With Nicholas Hoult.
No. We're talking the original ones.
I thought the new one was really good.
It was okay. But you need to watch the original ones and that was his, why can't, Mel Gibson.
Oh,
that was
okay,
his start to movies, was the original Mad Max movie. So there was Mad Max, then there was
Waterworld.
Oh, Waterworld is Kevin Costner.
I've seen that movie.
It's a horrible movie. Horrible.
My dad loved that movie.
Horrible movie.
All right, so tomorrow we will have more Luke Bryan tickets up for grabs.
Yes, and more chocolate-covered strawberries. This will be your last chance to win them.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be asking, do you think it's okay to boycott Valentine's Day?
Right. Should you be able to boycott it? Is it just a big commercial endeavor? Like I say, yes, that it is.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to show your partner that you love them and you care about them.
Why can't you do that any day of the year? Why do you need to designate a year to do that? Isn't that what anniversaries are for?
You don't need to specifically designate a day to do it, but
she said it right there.
It makes it really easy for you.
It's not easy
to do that.
It's not easy. It's better to just do it when it happens. If you have to put the pressure of a day and expectations and deadlines.
And the people who aren't very naturally romantic or good at talking about their feelings, this is an easier way for them to facilitate that.
No, it isn't. It's even worse for them because they've got the pressure of this, the whole, you got to have it done by this time. You got to do this. And plus, everybody is trying to do it right now, which makes it even more difficult.
You want to know something crazy? It's
Armpit
the same
hair is braidable.
It's the same day every year. It's always February 14th.
Yeah, that's insane.
So it's not like it just sneaks up on you. You have forever and a day to plan for it.
Fine to boycott it as long as both of you agree to it. And by the way, when your wife says, sure, I'm okay with that, she's lying.
Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow's also Twisted Takes Tuesday, so I need to not forget that.
Delivery delayed. Your item is temporarily out of stock. Every time for Bella's stuff that she has to take.
Again?
Every time.
What the heck? So what do you guys do then?
Well, there is a powder alternative, but it makes her vomit everywhere. So.
Oh. So what's the point then?
I don't know.
Man.
I'm supposed to have another appointment this month. I need to schedule that, I guess. All right, guys. Yeah, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. Is it okay to boycott Valentine's Day? What do you think? And
strawberries and Luke Bryan tickets. It's going to be a good day.
All right. So have a great rest of your day.
Bye, y'all. Be safe, stay warm.